specialist plus a family doctor, you will learn just how useless a family doctor really is. Because before they can do anything, they have to talk to the specialists. Now, my back specialist is antisocial. She hates responding to any email. She hates updating the doctors about anything, and would prefer to just, well, do what she wants. My other specialist for my kidney, he's actually sociable, so that's not so bad. However, the pain is my back specialist. So, yeah, it usually takes about 6 months to get anything done. So, yay me, that's been my week. On the plus side, my son had his 5th game over the weekend, and they won 42-12, making them 5-0. My son got 2 touchdowns in that game. This weekend, we are looking forward to the hardest game of the season. It's against the team that I can't stand. And they're also undefeated, so it'll be the matchup of the undefeated teams this weekend. And then we face them again on their home field the following weekend, and I'm not looking forward to that because even though it's a child's game, and this kind of annoys me, so I'm going to go into rant number 2. As a father of a son who likes sports, can anybody explain to me why in the hell people think it's great to drink 5 beers before a kid's football game? Because the team we're going up against next week and the week after, when you go to their home field, 50% of the people are liquored up. Like, this isn't even a pro sports game. And it's usually in the afternoon, and people have already had 4 beer. It is insane. I'm going to break from my rant here quickly. Godspeed says, Rambling Canuck, they're planning on bringing back the Irish elk using mooses into the different educate me. Moose are huge. Don't hit them. My Uncle Bob tells a story. He used to drive pulp truck, to give you an idea of what a moose is capable of. My uncle used to drive pulp truck in the bush, and a pulp truck fully loaded hit a moose going 60 kilometers an hour. They tracked the blood trail for 3 hours and never found the moose. So a moose can survive being hit by a semi going 60 kilometers an hour, fully
Captain's
loaded,
log, stardate
and walk
7414.1.
away. They're
Our
not
best estimates place us
the
some
animal
4
to
hours
mess
from
with.
Earth.
Just saying. Rambling Canuck doctors looked at my feet, and one doctor said, all my years I have never seen bones like these, and told me to take painkillers, made me a jerk and paranoid. I'm all over counter painkillers. Yeah, unfortunately, with my condition, that's the only thing they can do. They knock me out at times and mess with my sleep, constant nightmares now. Yeah, it's all finding about your happy medium. Myself, I have a high tolerance to medication, so yeah, I have that too, which is fun. Rambling Canuck, Godspeed says, I need 5 bandages per foot to be able to walk with a crutch. I'm sorry to hear that. I told the doctor, so you're doing nothing with something that depresses and really hurts me, sure, if anything happens. And Anti-Trekker's in the room. Hello, Anti-Trekker. So, I'm going to circle back to my original rant because you, of all people, will appreciate this. As you may have noticed, I haven't been in your live streams lately because my back has gone completely out. I haven't really been able to focus much, and my doctors are useless. I went to my family doctor after seeing my specialist, who did the whole, we need to send you for an MRI gig. And so I went to the family doctor to see, well, what can we do in the meantime? Get the pain level down till we see what the damages are. And my doctor said the stupidest thing to come out of a human being in a very long time. She looked at me and she says, well, your condition, you'll always have pain. So we're not focused on the pain, we're focused on the functionality. So we're more trying to keep you functioning. Well, I looked at her and I said, have you ever tried to function well in pain? It doesn't work very well. So what are we going to do about the pain?
Our best estimates place us some 4 hours.
Yeah, that's been my week. Doctors are stupid. Very, 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 very stupid. Yeah, we're not going to focus on the
Hey
pain.
guys, it's Birdo Prey 5,
instead
and we've been listening to Rambling Canuck. And let me let's lower the volume of Rambling Canuck a little. But yes, definitely when I am not streaming, if I wasn't streaming, I would be at his stream right now. Rambling Canuck, definitely a great streamer. I say he's just as good as me. Up there on the streams. He's got a smaller audience, but I hope hope maybe some new people listen to him. He's been having some back issues lately, so yeah, I guess it comes with streaming. I don't know. He's been having some back issues lately, so he hasn't been streaming a lot, but he usually does regular streams Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. We'll see when he gets back to that schedule. Unfortunately today I do have to stream now because I have to get ready for physical therapy in a few hours. And I told him that. I went to his stream. I explained it to him. He said not a problem. He understood. Because we try not to stream. I try not to stream when Anti-Tracker's streaming, and I try not to stream when Rambling Canuck is streaming, but sometimes you just gotta do it. And you guys have been so generous with the super chats. I'll get to them in 1 second. Let me just end the stream, end Rambling Canuck stream, so you might be able to hear me better. I wish Rambling Canuck nothing but the best. Figured better than the regular intro video where I do 3 minutes of my old pictures. Might as well give Rambling Canuck some love. Not in that way. Okay, so let's get to the chat. I hope you guys can hear me. Rambling got a subscriber. Very cool, Yosef. Very cool. Well, that was the entire point. Okay, so Yosef Patrick was here very early. In fact, at 1:13 p.m. My lucky number, Yosef Patrick, said he didn't want to miss anything. And then I told him I was starting in about 15 minutes. And then he said 16 and counting, but that's when, I was getting ready. Then Rambling Canuck came on, so I was another few minutes late. Then I said, well, let's just stream Rambling Canuck for a little bit. Because I remember Anti-Tracker doing that for me, and hopefully he did that out of, for good reasons to try and get my channel out there a little. So I figured, you know what, that's a good idea. So paying it forward a little. Hope it helps. Yosef Patrick says, you must admit you have a great fan base. 4 waiting and 3 likes already. And that was before I even started. And yes, Yosef, I do admit it. Now, granted, they are great people. It is a great, fans. I mean, I don't think it's fans. I call them super fans. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. But whatever you guys are to me, friends, I don't know. Nothing sounds right. But whatever it is, I think we still need to invent a word for it. Something not... YouTube family? Yes. Mamo Pray suggests YouTube family. You guys are my YouTube family. That works. I'd prefer one word, but you know what? It's fine. Compound word. Actually, that's 3 words, because YouTube is kind of 2 words already. Never mind. My YouTube family is great, even though they like to see me lose. They like to see me crash into mountains. They like to see me get shot by cowards in the grass, hiding and shooting me in the back, and cowards drilling under my great temples, and cowards coming to my base under guises of peace and then attacking me. I know it's all because of love. So thank you all. And Cinnabon says, and yet not an alpaca to be heard, and yet no alpaca heard. Oh, you want a herd of alpacas? Not even one alpaca? One alpaca is not good enough for you? You need a herd of alpacas. Joseph says the question is, are we a herd or a flock? Not sure, let Joe decide. I don't know you're a herd, but a flock. You're my flock. That sounds like I'm religious. I'll take it. Huh? I'm a bird. Yes, we're a flock of birds. You are my flock. Great. That works. So, YouTube family, a.k.a. flock. I like it. I like it. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Thomas Butts says hi. Dibs, cousin Dibs says he's first. Well, you're close, cousin Dibs. Commander Einwolf says, hey guys. Dibs says, got the notification late, Joe. I was only started a minute ago. Well, a minute ago when you posted that, like 10 minutes now. Josh Reed says, is Bird cheating by streaming someone else's stream? I guess I was. I mean, I was streaming Rambling Canuck stream, and I got 3 super chats. Hell, I don't even have to stream. I just have to stream other people, apparently. Dibs is lolling. Yes. I said I would be starting shortly. Thomas Potts with the first $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Thomas. Says for the recovery cost of the SOB Lincoln. I suspect that is fake news. The SOB Lincoln is well defended. And you guys, I'm assuming, if it still exists, you guys will see it later in this week. Anti-Trigger says, Bird, wrong link, because I posted the wrong link to Rambling Canucks channel. Then I corrected it and put in the correct link to Rambling Canucks channel. John Araki says, phoning this one in, huh? No, it was just a couple minutes at the start. Night Breeze says, hi, Bird will pray 5 and all. Welcome, Night Breeze. John Araki with a $2 super chat to make Anti-Trigger jealous. Thank you, John Araki. And John Araki says 60 kilometers, you say. I didn't say 60 kilometers. I don't know what we're talking about. What's 60 kilometers? Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat says, I have high acceptance to medication too. Yes. Well, I guess that means that you can take a lot of meds before it does anything to you. The Random Gamer, The Random Gamer says, hey bird that gets preyed on. No, a bird of prey is a bird that preys on other things. That's not a bird that gets preyed on. And I understand, I often thought it shouldn't be called birdo-predator or a predator bird or something like that. A bird-o-prey does sound like a bird that gets preyed upon, but in common usage, it's the opposite. Like you drive on a freeway, or you drive on a highway. No. You drive on a parkway and you park in a driveway. Very, very similar. John Araki says, has anyone invited Alexander Rambling Canucks to the channel? Has anyone invited Alexander to the Rambling Canucks channel? Well, hopefully he'll see this and head over there. I haven't seen him at Rambling Canuck. Joseph says, Rambling got a subscriber. Thank you so much, Joseph. Josh Street says, bird of Kuroga, crashing as fast as he can. Son of a bitch, watch out for that tower. Bird of Kuroga lives a bed life that's free. Son of a bitch, watch out for that tower. So that is assuming George of the Jungle. George of the jungle, fast as he can be. Yes, okay. So that's the tune of George of the Jungle. Bird of Karoga, crashing as fast as you can. Son of a bitch, or maybe just SOAB. Watch out for that tower, bird of Karoga. Lives a bed life that's free, SOAB, watch out for the tower. It was like a 1% chance that of all the places I could have gone, I was going to hit the bird nest tower the other day, and that's what I hit. That's exactly what I hit. Can't believe it. Josh Reed says when people get in scrapes, when he makes his escapes, with the help of his friend, a beagle named Sassy. It's so close. It is so close to working. John Araki is saying frenemies is the term. Thomas Pops just says enemies. Josh Reed is suggesting alpaca fans. All you alpaca fans. John Araki says alpaca cabra. A murder of viewers. A murder of crows, a murder of viewers. I see. What, yes, Mama Frey?
The YouTube family is good only because not everyone likes their family. They like some and don't like some others.
Mama Frey saying YouTube family is good because not everybody likes their family, and even some people like some of their family and not other parts of their family. So I guess that means it's okay for them not to like me?
Well, I mean, they're calling enemies.
Now, well, those are few and far between. They're calling enemies. It's just Thomas. Thomas doesn't even know what day of the week it is. Let's be honest. Captain MKG, welcome, Captain, says, afternoon, Bird. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you, Captain. So do I. Night Breezes, Bird of Prey. We all enjoyed watching you kill Anti-Trekker with no warning, just as much we enjoyed you getting shot, crashing, etc. I killed him with, how much warning do I need to give a guy who's digging under my temple? He was clearly up to no good. John Aragi's is generic AOC reference. Rock Solid Productions has remembered turn the mic and camera on before streaming. Smash the like button. Tickle the subscribe button. Share via the socials. Donate if you can. Join the subscribe star. And Bird of Prey cheats at Space Engineers? No. First, you can't even cheat at Space Engineers. Even if I wanted to, it's just not possible. Second, I don't cheat at Space Engineers. Night Breeze is rock solid. Don't forget to donate to the Karogan refugees. Thomas Potts says Bird of Prey is my prey. Joseph says Bird of Prey. The first comments were addressed to Rambling. Moose that survived 60 miles per hour hit his meds acceptance level. I gotcha. Well, unfortunately, Rambling Canuck, I don't think he was aware I was streaming this yet. Rock Solid says Night Breeds, Karogan refugees get nothing. Wow. John Araki says Capital City song. And, okay. Thomas Potts says today is Wednesday. Where the hell is DS9? No, it is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday and DS9. Rock Solid says to quote Jesse Ventura, Bird of Prey, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. That is a Jesse Ventura quote. I'm not surprised, but honestly, I don't believe any quotes anymore until I look them up for myself. Because I've seen too many quotes. Like George Washington talking about the internet. That's just not true. Too many fake quotes. Well, welcome. So, on Space Engineers, which I was playing all weekend, apparently Turdistani's turds, whatever you want to call them, they're making some type of base on Earth, and they're apparently getting ready for an offensive. However, the SOB Abe Lincoln is now parked outside the Kuroga main base. Its weapon systems are unparalleled, unmatched within the atmosphere. Now, I would grant you, in deep space, perhaps Anti-Trekker's Goliath 2, or whatever the hell he's calling it these days, it might be able to best it. But that's a vessel designed for deep space. Inside the atmosphere of Earth, the Abe Lincoln reigns supreme. It is the ultimate power on the planet Earth. And it is going to emancipate Earth from all of its enemies. And Earth's enemies just happen to be Kurogan enemies. So right now, if you play Space Engineers on the Anti-Trekker server, if you do, and you're on Earth, if you're not on Earth, you don't have to worry about us yet. But if you're on Earth, and you don't want to be, evaporated in the next, 24 to 36 hours, right now you've got to go in and you've got to request peace, propose peace to the Holy Kurogan Empire. And in most cases, we will accept that peace, and you can live under the Kurogan banner as a, semi-autonomous region, minimal taxes, and with a great degree of freedom, for your people. Or you can be an enemy of Kuroga, in which case the Abraham Lincoln will simply emancipate you off of the planet. So that is our fair warning, right? Like the U.S. dropped those leaflets in Japan before they dropped the nukes. This is the equivalent. You've been warned. Joseph Pedrick with a €2 super chat. Here I go again. How how could I resist you? Thank you so much, Joseph. Johnny Rogge with a $2 super chat says, did you say hey Blinken or Abe Lincoln? Abe Lincoln. Yes, Abraham Lincoln. Good old Abe. 16th president of these United States. Nightbreeze says, I prefer Eddie Guerrero's. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Rock Solid says, that is a Jesse Ventura quote. Just like Roddy Piper came up with the, I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. John Araki says, you people need to wake up. Miami is going to be gone in a couple of years. AOC. Yeah. I'm not sure she said a couple. I think she said a few. But minor point. And yet her mother just moved to Florida. I was watching, I think it was a Tim Pool video. It's either Tim Pool or no bullshit. I think it was Tim Pool. But yeah, her AOC is saying that Miami's going to be flooded in a few years. And her mother moved to Florida to get away from high New York City taxes because of the policies that AOC supports that are destroying New York City. Her own mother leaves the city that her daughter is a congressman in. I mean, Jesus, if your own daughter being congresswoman isn't enough to entice you to live in her district, what is, right? What is? It's still so bad she had to leave New York. And she's going to a state that AOC says isn't going to exist in a few short years. And Obama, it was in the same video that President Obama and Michelle Obama bought a multi-million-dollar estate on Martha's Vineyard, a island that is only several feet above current sea level. Right? If they really thought that the sea level was going to rise 10 feet, they wouldn't be spending tens of millions of dollars or however many, 5 billion, whatever, millions of dollars, because the Obamas are rich now, right? They have book deals. But the Obamas aren't Bill Gates rich, right? They're not even Trump rich. They don't have $1 billion. They don't have that they can play with, okay? If they spend $5-8 million on something, that's a good chunk of their wealth. They're not going to throw it down on an island if they truly believe that island would be underwater in a few years or even 10 years. Okay? No, they're thinking long term. They've got kids. I'm sure they're not living just to live out their days and leave their kids with nothing. They're thinking long term family dynasty stuff here. If they're going to set up a dynasty house on Martha's Vineyard, they know that Martha's Vineyard is still going to be there in 10, 20, 50 years. Okay? I mean, that's as simple as that. If you ever need a proof that they don't honestly believe the sea level is going to rise significantly, you only have to look at where they spend their money. Thomas is the Lincoln the red burning thing? Ha 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 ha. Rock Solid says, Night Breeze, we lie, we cheat, we steal. Night Breeze says that was a good one as well. Mr. Londell. It jumped. Mr. Londell says, Qapla, Qapla, Mr. Londell. And John Araki with another $2 super chat. Oh, did I read that already? I guess I read that order. Did you say, hey, Blinken or hey, Blinken? Thank you, John Araki. Roxo says, but you have to remember the best of all time, Night Breeze. Space Mountain might be the oldest ride in the park, but it still has the longest line. Woo! Wait, is he threatening us? Says Anti-Tracker. Thomas Potts says, no one stopping Bird of Prey from building close to us. Wait, gravity is. Wow. Godspeed says, Bird of Prey, hey Duffs, you misspelled life. What the heck is BedLife? Did I really misspell the title?
Why?
I did. Thank you, Godspeed. We'll fix that. In fact, maybe I better fix that. Maybe I better fix that early. I'll fix that now. Give me a quick second. Edit video. Edit video. I was in such a rush. BedLife. There it is. Well, thank you. Thank you, Godspeed. At least you noticed it early. Although I'm pretty sure that the tweets and Facebook posts have already been made. But we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Why did it go back to top chat? God damn it. I was on live chat. It should have stayed on live chat. I purposely didn't leave the window. Roxanne says, Anti-Tracker, did you say that in Cornholio's voice? Are you threatening us? You see, I assumed he did. So I said it in Cornholio's voice. Are you threatening me? I just assumed he did because it was coming from Anti-Tracker. Nightbreeze says, rock solid, Ric Flair is the man. No, Ted DiBiase was the best old school WWF wrestler. Nightbreeze is rock solid. Another great one is if you want some, come get some. If you don't like me, bite me. And John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. Trying your luck, I assume. Trying your luck, I assume, at the Kissing Dax. It's almost like a gambling. It's almost gambling. I hope YouTube doesn't crack down on it. I should manipulate the odds a little more, but no. Yesterday we got two. We got two almost in a row. Two very close together. Rockslide says that's right, Nightbreeze, because be the man. Woo. You've got to beat the man. Life with Matthew says Qapla, Qapla, Life with Matthew. And guys, Life with Matthew just released a brand new video. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's awesome because every video Life with Matthew puts out is freaking awesome. So check out Life with Matthew as soon as you can. Rambling Canuck is in the house. Welcome, Rambling Canuck. He says, hello, Bird and all. Rambling Canuck. I was streaming your stream for the first few minutes of this stream. You got at least one new subscriber from it, and I hope you get many more, my friend. I think people liked what they heard, and we hope you are doing well, Rambling Canuck. Rock Solid says, Night Breeze, it's true, but also suckers gotta know. You see, I have very little knowledge of this wrestling. Birds of Prey. John Araki puts in another $1 super chat. Thank you again, John Araki. Yeah, the wrestling quotes, I'll be honest, I really don't know them. Godspeed, says Bird of Prey. Congratulations, Joe. Italian name is the new congressman for New York. Mamo Prey. Well, time to move to Florida. Congratulations, Joe Italian. Oh, like he's just saying my last name.
Yeah.
Joe Smitharoni. Name is the new congressman for New York. Mamo Prey. Well, time to move to Florida. Yeah. Well, Mamo Prey would love to move to Florida.
Mamo Prey's been trying to move to Florida for
Yeah.
40 years.
Yeah, Mamo Prey's been trying to move to Florida for a long time. So if she went to Florida, I wouldn't be surprised. But, you know. Godspeed tells Rambling Canuck to enjoy his soak. I guess he's going to soak his back. Mr. Lundell says, Bird of Prey, I'm still wondering how dumb people have to be to believe that rising sea level stupidity is called displacement, people. Thomas Spot says, oh my god, the server is talking to me. It's becoming sentient. The space engineer server. Really, Thomas? Anti-Trigger is lolling. Josh reads his Bird, just seen that, what's BedLife? Yeah, okay, we fixed that. John Araki says you should do a stream called Bed Lies and just read quotes from CNN. Bed Lies with Birdo Prey 5. Yes, that's not a bad, I'll be honest, John Araki, it's not a half bad one sentence pitch. Man in hospital bed reads fake CNN headlines for an hour. That'll be the latest, greatest YouTube sensation. Night Breeze says, sorry I have to leave soon. Have a great stream, Bird of Prey. Everyone have a great day. Thank you so much, Night Breeze. Thank you for coming. We always like to see you here. Anti-Trigger says, Joe misspelled. It was supposed to be bed lie because he lies whenever he is talking while in bed. No, now you see Anti-Trigger's lying, and he's probably in his chair. So he just lies. He just lies all the time. Thomas says today Bird is the 15th. It is the 17th. In the standard calendar, Thomas, it is the 17th. Godspeed says Bird of Prey. Just in case nobody saw, I posted a screenshot on Discord. Well, Godspeed, isn't that special? Thank you. Joseph Patrick says flock, hit the like. Yes, well, the flock. Obviously, since I'm a Bird of Prey, you guys are my flock. Please remember to hit that like button. We always try to strive for twice as many likes as viewers. Ms. Lindell says Road Warriors were the best old school tag team out there. Well, the best old school tag team out there. Road Warriors, I don't remember. Don't remember them. John Araki says, Jadzia eludes me. Well, it's like a 1 in 30 chance, John Araki. It's a tough one to get when doing it through Super Chats. It's a bit easy. It's a lot easier if you do it through a direct Streamlabs. And the link for Streamlabs is in the description. But Streamlabs would be a 1 in 5 chance. Super Chat's like a 1 in... I don't know if it's 30. It's probably like 25. 1 in 25. Rambling Canuck says, thank you, Bird of Prey. You are most welcome, Rambling Canuck. Joseph Patrick says, Rambling. At least I understood the name. I will listen after this stream. Tab is open. Very cool. Rambling, John Araki, excuse me. John Araki says, are there alpacas in Florida? There probably are. I think alpacas can do okay in the heat. Anti-Trigger says, so Feces and Lorehead episode 2, we are thinking of introducing our version of Mr. Van Deesen. And his name will be Mr. Mangina. And thank you again, John Araki, for another $1 super chat. The super chat is not fake, but the hologram, holo recording might be. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Hello in Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Miss Londell says, John Araki, both alpacas and emus live in Florida. I figured. Joseph says, bird of prey, North Pole melting will do nothing to sea level. It can disturb the Gulf Stream and impact weather mainly in Europe. South Pole is a different story. Yeah, well, I didn't look, Thomas. I didn't look. North Pole is just water, ice frozen over water. So there's no land. So, there's land under Greenland, but it's not much. But if the entire North Pole melts, the North Pole has already melted. There are times during the summer months where the North Pole has almost completely melted. And that's happened not only recently, but also in recent history. So we know how much the water level will rise. Now, and it's nothing. And if the South Pole melts, which would be more difficult, but if it did happen to melt, yeah, you might get some sea rise, but I don't think it's all going to melt. Yeah, we lose some ice sheets, but we are still coming out of an ice age. In fact, we're coming out of an ice age peak, and we're going to be going back into an ice age. We're not out as ice ages come in giant cycles, and we're still in the beginning half of an ice age cycle. But these cycles last 100,000 years. So inside of these cycles, you get a few hundred years, even a few thousand years, where it warms up a little and then it cools down again and warms up and cools down. And we're just in this cycle. Now, yes, obviously human beings do contribute to global warming. The question is, though, there's no question, because every time you run a heater in your house, you are warming the earth. But you say, but some people run air conditioners. Yes, but air conditioners have to vent hot air. And that's always more hot air vented than cool air created. So whether you're running air conditioning or a heater or even a fan that uses electricity, no matter what you are running, you are putting heat into the environment. Heat is directly being added into the environment from, car engines, brake pads. There's almost nothing that we do in modern life that is endothermic, that sucks in heat. The only thing that's endothermic I can even think of is the catalytic converter on your car, which is like a tiny part of this giant machine. The engine puts out 1,000 times more heat than the catalytic converter sucks heat in it and makes it cold. Okay? The entire world is exothermic. It gives off heat. Everything we do. So yes, we are putting heat into the environment, forgetting the carbon dioxide or methane or whatever else we put into the air. Just physical heat alone, we are contributing. So yes, is it fair to say humans are contributing to increased heat or global warming, whatever you want to call it? Absolutely, it's fair to say. The question is, how much are we contributing, and is it something we can change, or does it matter? And I think the answer to that is no. We don't. We have absolutely zero evidence we're contributing any great amount to global temperature change. And two, we have no evidence to say that even if we were contributing to global temperature change, that global temperature change as it's happening is a bad thing. Because we might be putting off another ice age. And you can say, well, if it gets too hot, all of our East Coast cities or all the cities are going to, we have to move all the cities inland and we'd lose billions of dollars. Well, I'm sorry. What is worse for the United States? If we had to lose the East Coast cities and move them inland 100 miles? Or if all of North America was covered by 5 miles of ice? Because that's what happened during the Ice Age. When the Ice Age is in full effect, you have 5 miles of ice above Manhattan Island. There would be nothing left. There would be no chance of digging out. It is just total destruction of everything on the land. The glaciers come, and they just keep coming down, and they come halfway down the country, and they cover everything with miles of ice. Not feet of ice. Just imagine 100 feet of ice, or 1,000 feet of ice. The Freedom Tower, 1,776 feet. That is, what, a quarter of a mile? Okay? Imagine just a single mile of ice. That's 4 times taller than the Freedom Tower. Even the top of that stupid spire that doesn't even count. But it's like 5 times taller than the base of the building, forgetting the spire. Just a wall of ice washes over Manhattan and continues down. Maybe it gets to 3 miles by Washington, D.C., and a couple of miles down towards South Carolina before it finally, tapers off. It is bullshit that's much, much worse than if we somehow raise the sea level, 10 feet, 100 feet even. The Ice Age is much worse than global warming. So if we have any shot of stopping an Ice Age, I'd say that's a hell of a lot more important. And Sassy agrees. You agree, Sassy, right? Yeah, Sassy. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to see our cities destroyed. But I would rather deal with the raising water than walls of ice coming from the north. And yeah, that would just be the end of Canada too, so don't worry about it. Europe wouldn't exist anymore. The only places that would be left would be way south of the border. It would actually be a lot like that movie, 2012. Although I doubt it would happen as fast. John Araki with a $2 super chat says, Manhattan, you mean People-hattan, right? No, Manhattan. It's where men go to be. Never mind. I don't want to finish that sentence. But it is Manhattan. Godspeed says you are forgetting what my country looks like. Cough, cough. I'm an island. Well, Godspeed, would you rather water? You're an island you're not on sea level. You've got cliffs that are like 20, 40, 50 feet on the edge of the cliffs. The water doesn't come up. New York City, the water is like 2 or 3 feet below. Central Park might be 10 feet above sea level. Maybe. Okay, now there are some hills in Central Park. But I'm talking about if you're right on the edge of Central Park, on one of the avenues, Park Avenue, say, that might be 10 feet above sea level, right? New York City, you don't see 40-foot cliffs before the water comes up. The water's just there. It's right at the edge. Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, right? There's no cliffs. Even the West Coast, California, their city, San Diego, for the most part, is well above sea level. The people, as you get closer to the ocean, you have to, when I was working there, we had one of my friends had a condo on the beach, and it was like a 40, 50-foot walk down steps to get down to the beach because that's how high up a cliff the houses were. If a 40-foot tsunami God forbid, hit San Diego, the only people who would notice it were the surfers and, a few unfortunate people on the beach. The vast majority, Mission Bay, okay. But the vast majority of San Diego would be well above 40-foot level. However, if a 40-foot tsunami hit New York City, it would wash clear over the city, just from edge to edge. Probably well through Brooklyn and almost through all of Queens. In fact, most of Long Island would just be covered. You'd have the northern part of the island. You might be okay. The South Shore would be washed over. That's just geography. And I'm sorry. Now I'm way behind. John Araki says llama TT for my bunghole. Wow. Anti-Trigger says, you see Anti-Tracker is, well, he's probably in his chair, so he's lying all the time. WTF Bird, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Joseph Patrick says, Bird of Prey, not to forget, I have a song promise. Yes, Joseph, yes. Don't worry. Not Ryan Johnson says, if you stop crashing your ships in Space Engineers, Thomas Potts won't have any content for his channel. He's in business for years the way you fly. Yes, Thomas Potts is the official Bird of Prey crashing channel. Rocksolid Productions says, LOD, the Legion of Doom, was also known as Road Warriors in the NWA, WCA, and WWF. They were good, but I prefer Demolition. I have no idea when it comes to wrestling. And the Trigger says, I need our name for our version of Daria that they call Diarrhea. Any ideas? Well, just call her Diarrhea. It works for your channel. Thomas Potts says, I got a notification for a stream of an account I don't follow and never heard of. Maybe you've been hacked. Godspeed says, Anti-Trigger, did you see the video I sent you? Will be a good addition to your brave cause. John Aragi says, are you subscribed to me? My alpaca will not wait. Llama ta for my bunghole. Rocksolid says, I told you, Anti-Trigger, Daria needs to be diarrhea. Absolutely. Thomas Potts says, the explosions around Kiroga cause global warming. Rocksolid says, remember, turn the mic on before streaming, smash the like button, tickle the subscribe button, share via socials, donate if you can, join the subscribe star, and down with Kiroga Dictator. No. You were so close, Rocksolid. Kirogan Dictator's propaganda causes global warming, says Rocksolid. Anti-Trigger says, careful bird, Google considers denying man-made climate change of violations of right thinking. I don't deny it contributes. I just deny everything else. Captain MKG says, Anti-Trigger, could we get Mrs. Anti-Trigger to voice the Daria parody? Josh Street says, Bird of Prey. Don't you mean moving all of Canada and northern USA down to the southern USA if Ice Age happens? From what I hear, if it's bad, it's going to cover the vast majority of North America. So I don't know that even the South, that line they drew in 2012, I don't think that's even realistic. Godspeed says, Bird of Prey, my country in England and Norway, Finland, with pure ice. So that's all those gone in Ice Age. Well, they're going to be gone. Yeah, they're going to be gone. Most of North America will be gone. Europe's going to be gone. So, don't worry about it. Godspeed says most hot air is from Cortez. And Trigger says Captain MKG, she's already agreed to do so. Excellent. Godspeed says, I read that one. Joseph Patrick says, Bird of Prey, we are contributing. We are close to 8 billion living on the planet. So we need to reduce as much as possible. I do not care about the cost. The coast. I live inland. I want to have a sea. Josh reads his bird. The last ice age stopped around Ohio or Tennessee's valley. That was the beginning of an ice age that we haven't even had yet. Wesley Crusher says, "Hey man, welcome Wesley." Rock Solid says, doesn't want to see our cities destroyed. WTF, you destroy cities all the time. Cities Skylines, he means. And you laugh manically. Myanically. Like crazily, I guess. Epic Beard says, "Hey, Ewing rating dictators. Evil ranting dictators and all the nerds. Oh yes, down with Kroga." And the Trigger says, "By the way, Bird of Prey, you were a bit off with your calculations. At peak, the ice in North America was as much as 12,000 feet thick, which was less than 3 miles. I will Google it later. But, if it's 3 miles high or 5 miles high, it's not going to make much of a difference. The land is still raising from all the weight that was on, all the weight of the ice. The land is still slowly rising up because of all the weight that just melted away over the last 50,000 years or 100,000 years, whatever it's been." Commander Ironwolf says, "I think you're thinking about the day the Earth stood still." Wesley says, "Bird of Prey, the evil Turdistani army are going to attack Karoga. Defend yourself." Godspeed lives 7 miles from the ocean. Andrew says, "Wesley, too late. Karoga is in ashes. So sad." I doubt that. Commander Ironwolf says, "Bird of Prey, no, 2012, that was global warming." Well, it was global warming that caused global cooling. Schroemore says, "Home in Karoga, where the sassy and the alpaca play, where often is heard an SOB from Bird, and he flips off Turdistan all day." Thank you, Schroemore. Schroemore says, "Greetings to Bird of Prey, Bob of Prey, and fellow nerds." Thank you, Schroemore. Godspeed says, "Bird of Prey, tell Bob of Prey if she moved to Florida, she could tie you to the turn of the truck. Trunk. She could tie you to the trunk of the truck." Noah Schap's undercover. Schap? S-C-H Schnapp. Noah undercover says, "Hello, welcome Noah. Good to see a new name in the chat. I hope you are well, Noah." Schroenmore says, "And greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels." Thank you, Schroenmore. And Noah, if I'm mispronouncing that Schnapp name, please just give me a pronunciation in the chat, and I will endeavor to remember. Anti-Trigger says, "Hey," to Noah. Wesley says, "Bird of Prey, I know the truth about you. You have been faking your crashing. I know it's all part of the act." Tiki of Doom says, "Lol, bunghole." Yosef says, "I'm so in the zone, I almost forgot again. Hi, Joe, Mama Prey, Sassy, and the QWERTY community." Not a problem, Yosef. Mama Prey waves every time somebody mentions her name. Yeah, she's not at the computer, though. And it triggers says, "Oh, Godspeed. Yeah, that mod is very similar to the laser mod we already have. I may add impulse engines based on request." Joseph Patrick says, "Chat, hit the like. 25 people watching, 13 likes. Wow. What is the Matrix? Says, good afternoon, folks. Welcome. What is the Matrix? Matrix was a very good first movie and mediocre second and third. Tiki of Doom says, "Goddamn turdies," at the turds. Schroenmore says, 26 watching, only 11 likes. Well, how did we lose 2 likes? Come on, fellow nerds, hit that like button. What is the Matrix? Says, "Hey, Bird of Prey 5, 1 more like edit." Thank you so much, What is the Matrix? And good to see you here. Rock Solid Production says, "But what if I don't like it, Schroenmore? Maybe I'm waiting to determine whether I like it or not." Well, then just don't forget. Okay? Don't forget at the end. Hit Mom.
If you don't like it, just hit it again.
Mama Pray says hit the like button anyway. And if you don't like it, then hit it again and it goes away. So this way you don't forget. And that's not me, that's Mama Pray, so you gotta listen. You have to listen. Joseph says, what is the Matrix? Appreciate. Are you new? I do not remember seeing you here. I definitely have seen what is the Matrix around at other people's chats, whether it was Anti-Tracker or Doomcock or Nerdrotic or Trick Yards. He has been, I assume it's a he or she has been, in the general nerd community. Rocksolid says, but what if I don't like it? Oh, right, I read that. Shromore says, the cold hearts of SJW have prepared us for the Ice Age. What is the Matrix? Is that's even better? A discriminating consumer. Wesley says, Bird of Prey and Ice Age is upon us. Everyone in Canada and Russia are going to die. We need more OC2 in the atmosphere? You mean CO2? What is the Matrix? Is I have a little channel and I know Bird of Prey via Lord Doomcock and Gary. Very cool. What is the Matrix? So you have a channel. Very cool. So people, check out What is the Matrix's channel. I'm opening a tab, so I will check it out right after the stream. But I think you guys should check it out. Let me just see. Yeah, so I don't know what he does, but we'll check it out later. I'm sure we all will. Yosef says to Shomor an obligatory hey. Anti-Trigger says, hey Bird, I was thinking it would be fun if we would set up the next game of Space Engineers that we do no ships in the game. Travel would be by jetpack, ground, and Stargate only. Why do I figure that that's a joke? Epic Beard says, remember to hit the ban evil dictators button and subscribe to Kuroga, Burning TV, and most of all, be epic? I don't understand. What is the Matrix's part in Yosef? Reply above. Sharon says, hey there, Yosef. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, this is our World War II. We need to heat up the planet more or everyone is going to freeze. Well, I think we'll be okay. Shrumor says, I have a 5-minute walk from the sea. Well, it depends, it doesn't matter how far you are from the sea. It's how high you are from the sea. Uncle Remus says, you were right, Anti-Trigger. You were right. That's never good. Anti-Trigger says, the nice thing about alpacas from Kuroga? During the Ice Age, you can cut them open. Oh, God damn. And use them as sleeping bags. But man, you thought they smelled bad on the outside. Wow. Yosef says, well, who's the Matrix? Fandom Menace Unite. Subscribe to Anti-Trigger and you will have the complete picture of what's happening here. Yeah, if you're not, yeah, there's a war going on between me and Anti-Trigger because I am the leader of the noble, holy Kurogan Empire and Anti-Trigger is the leader of evil Turdistan. And we have battles that range over many computer games, whether it's Space Engineers, which is the biggest front in the war right now. And previously, it's been Cities Skylines and Kerbal Space Program and Besiege. And no matter what the game, Kuroga always really wins, although Turdistan usually claims victory because they don't know what else to do. But one day we will be able to eliminate the turds completely. Until that day, we are at war. Miss Lundell says the climate alarmists do realize that the world came out of a mini ice age around the time of the American Civil War, don't they? Don't worry about that, Miss Lundell. What is the Matrix? Says correction, Bird of Prey 5. Wesley says, Bird of Prey 5, I hear even the mountains of Kuroga have turned to the Turdistani side. Must be destroyed or defended. And then John Araki is being a little bit of a jerk, so I will not repeat that because I don't want Mama Prey's hand to hurt. But I said every time anybody says Mama Pray, you're waving. And he said it a bunch of times. But he also waved back. Ah, she's waving. She's waving.
I wait.
She waved. John Street says, Bird of Prey, if another ice age happens, who's going to get the Doggerland when it rises from the sea, since it sunk at the end of the last ice age ended? I don't know. Yosef says, what's the Matrix? Subscribe. We'll check you out later. Very cool. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. What is the Matrix? Is Joseph about 99% sure I'm subbed to Anti-Trekker already? I am subbed to a lot of the Fandom Menace. Very cool. Epic Beard says, let's give Mama Pray 5 exercise and have her wave 20 times. Hi, Mama Pray. Mama Pray gets a lot of exercise running around the house for me. I feel very bad about that. And Sassy. I can't control what she runs around for Sassy, but I feel bad. Every time I gotta ask Mama Pray for something. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, Mama Pray is a saint and will always be remembered for raising such an amazing dictator. Thank you, Wesley. Anti-Triggers is no joke. When I was looking over server settings, you could disable ships. Well, I understand that it's a setting, but I'm assuming it's a joke. Because why would you want to disable ships? Wesley, Bird of Prey, we should name your audience the Trolling O Prey 5. Well, actually, Wes, you bring up a good point. And let's see. I'm going to read a couple more comments because I want to get back to that. So Wesley's a Bird of Prey. We read that. Rockstar says, suggesting holding Bird ransom for like, entertained me, or feel the wrath of a thumbs down. What is the Matrix? As I can consider myself more of a menace than a nerd, but we love sincere Star Wars fan base and hate the SJW, SW, which I probably confess I never watched. Ah, yes, Star Wars. Got it. Alexander's in the house. It's snowing at Mount Bachelor near Bend, Oregon. Are you near Bend, Oregon, Alexander? I thought you were in Canada. Epic Beard says, no ships means all would have to be on one planet. The problem with no ships is that if you're traveling any distance, you can't have a jump drive. And you're going to have a Stargate, but it still means somebody has to travel to that distance to put down the Stargate. And I'm not holding my hand on the W key for, an hour and a half to traverse the solar system in Space Engineers. When we destroy the space world and we start fresh in Space Engineers, my suggestion is we do not do an entire solar system. We do one planet. We make the planet twice as big. And we still have a moon, and we still have some asteroids. But it's just the battle for the planet and the moon. And that's it. We're all on the same planet. So we can't spend a month building and building and building. We got to get in. We got to fortify real quick, and we're going to start attacking each other. But that would be my opinion on how I would suggest we do the second game, or whatever we're going to call this, after you come in supposedly and destroy Karoga this week. Like that's really going to happen, but it's just my opinion. Tiki of Doom says the battle rages across many video games, lol. Rock Solid completely agrees with Shown More. Thus far, I am not entertained. Joseph Patrick says, what is the Matrix? Sounds a little different from Anti-Trigger's perspective, but yes, a lot of fun. What is the Matrix? Because Disney needs to suffer for The Last Jedi, that crappy social engineering. Anti-Trigger says, no Epic Beard. We place random Stargates on every planet and moon. None on asteroids, though, to keep things from getting too crazy. But unless you know the coordinates of the Stargate, you can't use it. So whether you place it there or not, you still need to get there. Life with Matthew says, Yosef, I posted a video asking for feedback on how many Last Jedi videos will be formatted. I don't think it'll be as great as those in Fandom Menace, but I'm having fun doing it. Shrome was his bird of prey on his stream this evening. Anti-Trigger admitted Turdistan was evil. He said he had evil plans for Karoga. This cannot go unanswered. Well, I always knew he was evil. I never doubted it. Epic says, I see that might be fun, Anti-Trekker. What's the Matrix says, thanks for the shout-out, bird of prey. Very kind. You are certainly welcome. Epic Beard says, does that disable land vehicles too, I wonder? Yeah, I bet it does. Joseph says, Life with Matthew says it can only be better than Ryan did. Lol. Alexander Brooks says, yes. You live near? Okay. Life with Matthew says, Joseph, I can only hope so. Anti-Trigger says, there is no state called Oregon. It's Oregon. Right, thanks, Anti-Trigger. Wesley Crusher Bird of Prey, we troll you because you are loved. What is the Matrix? Stargates are the best part of the gates by a mile. Stargates are the best type of gates by a mile. Wesley Crusher says, Anti-Trigger, I'm with Bird, one planet. Joseph says, by light years, what is the Matrix? Well, what is the Matrix is touche, Joseph. And Anti-Trigger says, Bird of Prey, neutral Stargates show up on your DHD. We accidentally went to Epic's one's base. And Wesley the Bird of Prey, Anti-Trigger Cinnabon, you're going to wipe and reset the rented server? Or just have fun while we still have it? I have no idea. I haven't been back to the rented server in like a week and a half, so I don't care. Okay, so guys, I do have a song. I do have a song request, and I will not forget. But first, I want to do a few articles that I just will rant about or whatever, and then we'll do the song. So from here on out, please, if you want your chat read, use @BirdoPrey5, so I get it. It'll show up in orange, and I'll know to read it, or a super chat, of course, but not required. Just @BirdoPrey5. And I'll read your chat. If you don't do @BirdoPrey5, I probably will not read your chat, but I might. And if you definitely don't want me to read your chat out loud, then of course precede the chat with the letters D and R for do not read. Those are the official rules of the channel, and they're always in place, but they're particularly in place from this point forward. Chat, let Joe catching up. I want to hear him sing. Joseph, I assume you've still got some time. Otherwise, I would sing first. But I got to do some articles. Articles, woo. I thought he was going to do some vocal warm-ups. Yes. Now, tonight's song is... what is it? ABBA? Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, oh my god, that song, let me tell you, when we get to it, I do not like it, but it's fine, it's fine. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi. Okay, articles, so we've got to go to the web browser, and there's the fish tank, the fake fish tank, and there's, Rambling Canuck. There's what I will sing. Honestly, this story, this was like the story I cared the least about. But there was a UFO spotting. They actually spotted aliens getting out of the UFO in the, I guess that's Taos Mountains in New Mexico. But I have to say, looking at these two guys, I know you shouldn't judge people's story by how they look, but I'm sorry. I want to believe in all, but I just don't think they're probably credible. Yeah, I don't think they're the most credible people from the looks of them. And I know that's terrible to say. And it's not like it's racist, though, because they're white guys, so I can say it without anybody complaining. But yeah, I just don't see credibility. So let's kill this story. Now this one, everybody's been doing videos on this one, and they're all missing the point. Okay, the Miss Monopoly game. Hasbro takes on the gender pay gap with the new Miss Monopoly game, and everybody and their mother, even people who are super smart, they seem to think that this is legit. And they're saying, but no, look at their press release. Look at the video they did for it. They're super serious, that they're serious. Of course they look serious. The best trolling is when people think you are serious. You don't say, hey, this is a troll. No, okay? They did the socialism monopoly. That was like their first troll attempt, or second troll attempt. They did socialism monopoly, they did millennial monopoly, and those were both trolls that yeah, it was funny. People realized it was a troll, and then they had to stop selling them because too many people complained. Okay? So what did they do? Did they decide to go woke all of a sudden? No, they didn't go woke all of a sudden. These people just made those socialism monopoly and millennial monopoly in the last 6 months, a year. They didn't just decide to go woke. They doubled down. And that's the genius of this. Nobody can call this out. They're not giving any hint that this is a troll. But it is such a troll. Because nobody would actually believe, nobody could really think they put out a game like this. And so many people are praising it on the left. And that's the beauty. That is the absolute beauty. How do you praise a game where you purposely pay women more for the same work and claim it's because of the gender gap, which many people have shown very good evidence that it doesn't really exist. And even if it did exist, you don't get rid of it by swapping the sexes and paying women more than men. Okay? In Monopoly, there has never ever been a gender gap, right? In Monopoly, you don't pay... Oh, Sassy got something. But in Monopoly, the rules don't say men get $200 for pass and go and women get $180. It never ever said that. It was always equal. He or she didn't matter. But they did this, and they have people praising it, and people talking up about it, and this and that. And every single person that praises this, every single person that goes on the record liking this game, they're all going to be, history is going to judge these people to be idiots, to be ridiculous, to be stupid. They're going to say these people were so wrong. Now, it might not happen this year. It might not happen next year. But those tweets, every tweet people make is saved in the U.S. I forget what it is. Not the Smithsonian, the Copyright Office, somewhere. Right? They're all being archived for all time. History will judge these people. And the people who praise this game is, if we have a history, if we have a future, history is going to judge these people as the lunatics they are. I know this is a troll. They don't have to say, in fact, the more they say it's not a troll, the more I know it's a troll. Because if I was seriously trolling, that's exactly what I would do. You don't admit to a troll. You don't admit you're trolling. That defeats the whole purpose of a troll. The first couple of those were light trolls, okay? That was their introduction to trolling. When you start trolling, you do it for fun, and like, ha ha ha, and okay, no harm done, I'll stop selling the game, and we'll just go back to the way things were. And that was fine the first couple of times. They got their feet wet. But no, this time, they're in it for the long run. This is the long troll. And I love it. I love this game. And honestly, I would probably buy this game because I think it will become a collector's item at some point. And it was not meant to be a collector's item, and that's exactly why I think it might be. If you look back, Socialist Monopoly is already selling for like almost $100 on eBay and Amazon, if you were lucky enough to get a copy of that game. Now, I don't know why, because let's face it, nobody really wants to play it. But I guess diehard Monopoly collectors want their copy. So that's my opinion, that this gender pay gap Miss Monopoly game, it's a troll. Don't believe that it's real. If you do, listen, you're not an idiot if you believe it's real. You're just trusting them. And I understand. I believe me, I trust a lot of people. But I can spot a troll, and this is a troll. So, you're only an idiot if you agree with the game. You're not an idiot if you believe them. But I just want to be clear, because there's a distinction there. Like a lot of people, a lot of smart people believe them. They're not idiots. They're still smart people. They're just not good at spotting true trolls. Okay. This was a sad story. I forget this. This was an upstate woman who died. And I was like, oh, what type of dogs killed her? I was figuring it was going to be pit bulls or something. And it turned out to be hounds. Actually, they actually say coon hounds. And I was like, wow, can you even say coon hound in 2019? Because it sounds bad, even though it's not. But, sounds bad is all it needs to be. So actually, these dogs look like big beagles. And it was very sad. Now, this was an old picture of her. She was 60-something. But still, sad, very sad. This one was pretty interesting. An asteroid came right by the planet last week, within 23,000 miles of Earth. And for those who don't understand how close that is, the moon is like 5 or 10 times that distance. That's actually within the distance of satellites orbiting the Earth. Okay, not low. There are low satellites that are just a few hundred miles up. But if you are geosynchronous satellites, I think that's around 25,000 miles. This asteroid literally came closer than a number of satellites we have orbiting the Earth. That is crazy close. And they did not know it was there until it had already passed. Okay, it was like they had like a minute warning or something ridiculous. And they were basically watching it leave, not watching it come. Now, this wasn't one that would have destroyed the planet, but it would have destroyed a city. If this hit New York City or, God forbid, any major city in the world, which it could have, it'd be like a nuke being dropped in the middle of those cities. So, that's pretty crazy. And that's honestly, right now, I hate to say it like this, but just remember, whatever city you're in, no matter where you are on Earth, city, country, whatever, you could be vaporized with zero knowledge, zero report that's going to happen because a meteor just happened to strike or explode right above you, moving at however many tens of thousands of miles per second or per hour, and nobody ever knew it was coming. And nobody would know. There'd be this giant explosion, and the news would be like, oh my God, was this a terrorist attack? What's going on? And God knows if they would ever figure out it was actually a meteor or not, because there's no meteor to watch it leave. If nobody picked up on it coming, I imagine we'd have giant conspiracy theories. People claiming it was a nuke, people claiming the government nuked its own city, or whatever, and then other people saying, no, it was a meteor, and probably nobody would ever really believe whatever the truth was. But just, it's crazy. It is crazy to think about. And this is the last one, I believe. Oh, no, there's one more. But this one, for those young Sheldon fans out there, or those who hate young Sheldon, a $272,000 fine against the TV show by the FCC. Why? Because during the broadcast last season, they used the emergency alert system tone during the broadcast, because in the broadcast, in the episode, Sheldon was watching TV and an emergency alert came on the TV. And I remember, because I watched Young Sheldon. I still do. I mean, it's not in new now, but I'll watch it next season. I have no problem with Young Sheldon. I know a lot of people do. But I watch it. So I remember this scene. I remember when it happened. And I remember hearing the tone. I'm like, wow. Because, you know, when you hear that tone, it wakes you up. You look at the TV. It's just like it's part of your primitive brain. You hear that tone. You turn to the TV. I was like, even at the time, I was like, wow. I'm surprised they're allowed to do that. Because, I mean, if I didn't know there were rules against it, but it makes sense. Because if there weren't rules against it, if I was making a TV commercial, I'd start every TV commercial with that sound. Because I know I'd get everybody's attention. And everybody would hate me for it, but hey, it would work. So obviously there are rules against it. You're not supposed to do it. So they're going to get north of $250,000 fine for it. Now, what's $250,000 to a giant TV network like CBS? That's nothing. It's pennies. But you can't lose $272,000 an episode. And I'm sure if they did it more than once, the fine would just get bigger and bigger. So just something to bring up. I thought was interesting. And finally, North Alabama school removes bathroom stall doors to combat vaping. I'm not going to talk about vaping because vaping is a whole other topic. Suffice to say, I don't think government should be regulating vaping. That said, this is ridiculous, okay? I grew up in New York City public schools. I went to them in the 1980s and into the 90s. There were no bathroom stall doors on our bathrooms in school, in elementary school, or junior high school, or even most of high school. It wasn't until sometime during high school that they finally start putting doors back on the stalls in New York City public schools. And by that time, they had to use plywood because the doors that had come with the stalls, whenever they installed them, probably in 1960 or whatever, they were long gone. The frickin' janitors, probably custodians, excuse me, they probably sent that in for scrap value. What's up, Sassy? Sassy's on the prowl. So, yeah, they put in wooden doors, which sucked. But they were better than nothing. But it didn't matter, because I'll be honest, I would go to the bathroom in elementary school to pee. But if I had to poop, I wouldn't use the bathroom in an elementary school. I wouldn't go into a stall without a door to poop. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I never ever saw any kid that did, thankfully. If I did go in to pee, there would never be anybody in the stalls. They were completely useless. If you had to poop, you went to the nurse's office because she had her own bathroom that you could use. Whoever thought this was a good idea is just beyond ridiculous. Somebody is going to sue them. God forbid one person gets a look from somebody while they're in the stall, and that'll be it. I mean, if honestly, if I was smart, if it was today, where everybody is so litigious, I would use it, and then, say, oh, this guy looked at me in the stall, and then sue the school because I was irreparably harmed somehow by him doing this, and, he laughed at me or something, and now I want $1 million from the school. And to be honest, if I was on the jury, I'd probably say yeah, because that is the dumbest thing you could do, is take the door off bathroom stalls. Okay? The schools, I don't give a shit if you're vaping, okay? It's better than smoking in the stalls, which I assume is why they took the doors off the stalls to begin with sometime in the 70s. When I was in elementary school, the principal of the elementary school didn't even know the bathroom doors didn't have stalls because he never went in to the kids' bathrooms. ever. It was a shock to him when somebody asked him, why don't we have stalls in the bathroom doors? And he's like, what are you talking about? And he had no idea. He had no idea. The principals didn't even know, because principals don't go into the kids' bathrooms. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. You need to have some privacy. Kids, some teachers already you have to get a pass, right? If you're in elementary school, you have to raise your hand and say, "Oh, can I go to the bathroom?" And like she can say no, like the teacher can say no. I'll be honest. I was in first grade. I was in first grade, and I pissed my pants in class. And yes, that was embarrassing as hell. I pissed my pants in class because I was raising my hand and the teacher refused to call on me. Now, why did she refuse to call on me? She said, everybody be, I don't know if we were having quiet time or whatever, said nobody speak for like 30 minutes. And like 10 minutes in, I had to go. So I was raising my hand and she was looking at me and purposely not acknowledging me. I should have just gotten up and left and gone to the bathroom, but I was a kid. I used to be programmed by the rules of the school, and how dare I would ever break a rule in school. It would beyond me, and I ended up peeing in my pants, and the teacher's like, well, why didn't you say something? I was like, I had my hand raised, you didn't call on me. But that's how it got. That's so ridiculous. Kids shouldn't have to raise their hands to even get permission to go. If you gotta go to the bathroom, I mean, I think it was in 5th or 6th grade by the time the teachers finally said, you know what? If you gotta go to the bathroom, go up and get out, go quietly and come right back and use the bathroom. I don't have to, you don't have to ask my permission to go to the bathroom. You gotta go. I mean, and that's the way it is. I mean, that we shouldn't be teaching kids that they even have to raise their hands and whatever. You know what? If a kid's going to spend their whole day in the bathroom, well, guess what? They're the ones losing out. Okay? Listen, yeah, the school should probably do something about it. But I don't care. Frankly, if the kid's going to be disruptive, I'd rather they stay in the bathroom all day anyway. I don't give a shit about the kids who don't want to learn. I honestly don't. If they don't want to learn, fine. Okay? If you don't want to go to school, that's fine with me too. I'm not going to force you to go to school, because if people don't want to be in school, they make it shitty for the rest of us who did want to be there. But that's just me. That's just me. Yosef says, what is the Matrix? Bird actually has Alexa, and it's a running joke here. Yeah. Uncle Remus says, sucks if you go to spank the monkey in that school. Yeah, well, that would be their problem. Sassy, what's going on? Oh, we got a group of people walking down the sidewalk. How dare they? And they've got backpacks. They're kids. Go ask them if their school has doors on their stalls. Okay, so guys, I'm going to do a quick commercial break, and I'll be back. I'll read some comments, and we'll get to Yosef's song. There we go.
Give me a mountain and nothing to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and smooth, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me a river, give me a dew. Give me my good friends, give me a dew. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
What's in this little blue egg that keeps Barbara Eden looking slim and trim?
Ooh, there's only one answer to that. It's Legs Control Top Pantyhose. See, Legs slims and trims but doesn't bind, so you get comfort and control.
Stretching, bending, standing, sitting. Just one pantyhose that's always fitting. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
One of of the nice things about McDonald's Chicken McNuggets, those hot, tasty pieces of boneless chicken, is that they're packaged in sizes for every appetite. Let me illustrate. Enter the six-pack. A logical lunch. McNuggets 9, a delight for dinner. And a pack of 20? Hey, perfect for picnics and parties. Of course, these are mere suggestions. Your appetite will be the true guide. It's a good time for a great taste of McDonald's.
Gotta love that McDonald's commercials. Those old nuggets with that trans fat and that juicy God knows what they put in them. Okay, let's get to some comments. I'm going to read the app Bird will Pray 5s, and then Joseph has his song coming. Schronmore says, Bird of Prey on a stream this evening. Oh, I read that. Anti-Tracker admitted he was evil. Of course he is. Anti-Trigger says Bird of Prey, neutral scark. I read that one too. Oh, I went way up. Okay, this one. Joseph says Bird of Prey, plenty of time. 22:42 there. Well, very good. Josh Street says say Bird of Prey 5 times fast and Sassy will appear. Well, she's here, so I don't even have to do it. And if I said it 5 times fast, I wouldn't want her to disappear. Uncle Remus is Bird of Prey. Can you see me now? I can see you, Uncle Remus. Yes. Did I miss you before? I'm sorry. What is the Matrix? Puts in some alien faces. Not Taco Mountains. I wish the Taco Mountains. What is the Matrix? Is fudge. You nailed it, Bird of Prey. That is absolutely a troll for attention. Abso-freaking-lutely. Commander Iron Wolf says Bird of Prey. That specifically said that does social. They specifically said that the socialism and millennial monopoly are parodies, but this one was not. Yes. And if I was trolling you, I would not tell you I was trolling you. Just saying, that's how it works. Okay. Karoga, Monopoly, pass go and get 200 bullets in the back. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. An asteroid exploded over the Caribbean, and NASA said it wasn't coming close. Yeah, can't trust them. Wesley Crusher says, why is that rocket in the sky getting bigger? It's like that Simpsons episode where Bart Simpson discovered a comet. And Homer Simpson was right. One of the very few episodes where Homer was absolutely right. What is the Matrix? Is Bird of Prey. The tone thing is like when people shout Alexa commands on a video, but much, much worse. Yeah, I don't know if Anti-Trekker's still here, but Anti-Trekker, if you are, Nerdrotic got wind of the fact that you like to troll me by shouting Alexa commands, and he started doing it, and it started responding to him as well. So just so you know, he was watching some of your videos, Anti-Trekker. I know he says he does, and I mean, we should believe him. He says he actually watches quite a few live streams, but he doesn't often comment in them. So he was there enough to know that you made fun of me, you troll me by shouting out Alexa commands. So yes, I'm well aware of it. What's the Matrix? It happens to me a lot, especially from Anti-Trekker. Edgar says, what rant did I miss? And Wesley says, this one. Okay, let's see. Now the conversation is getting interesting, says Uncle Remus. No, I'm not going to tell her to bark like a dog. I guess I could. Alexa, bark like a dog. Sassy's looking. Sassy's very curious. She's staring right at her. Oh, Sassy got up. Wesley says, Bird of Prey. Everyone that Sassy barks at should be thrown in Karogan prison. I don't think we have enough prisons in Kuroga. Shromore says, Mamma Mia, I crashed my ship. No, where did the mountain come from? Mamma Mia. Actor says, Bird of Prey, did you have a pack of beagles on the hunt for dirty pots intruders? I should. What, is Sassy eating something? Yeah. Oh. Sassy, you eating something dirty?
Yeah.
You understand how cute Sassy looks right now. Hey, you know she'll give it up for a chicken. You gotta give her. You gotta. No, you can't put your hand. Sassy's a good girl, but she will eat, and if your hand is in the way, not her. She's like, not my fault. You got between my teeth. Marlena says hi. You were up for a treat. Joe is gonna sing Mamma Mia. Oh, Marlena's in the house. Welcome, Marlena. Marlena says hi. Bird of Prey 5 in chat. And Thomas Potts is Bird. Oh, how did I miss all these? Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. The commercial sounds much lower than you. Oh, I'm so sorry, Thomas. I put the sound down before when we were listening to Rambling Canuck. Right, I lowered it as I started coming on. I completely forgot to put it up. In fact, let me mute it now so that I don't forget when I actually start singing. I apologize for the low audio on the commercials. Joseph says, what is the Matrix? Alexa, cancel is something Bird of Prey screens a lot. Yes. Shromor says, I'm waiting for Bird of Prey. Frank Drebin naked gun moment for the Jaloja break. Yeah. It's going to happen one day. Uncle Ramus before he pees his pants again. Yeah. Thomas Butts is Bird of Prey, the commercial. Thank you. Yeah, low. And Marlena came in. Welcome, Marlena. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I've been trolling you all. My name isn't Wesley Crusher. Yes. Well, now you've broken the troll. Thomas Butts is everyone sub to Nerdrotic. Thomas, if there's even one person here who is not sub to Nerdrotic, I would be immensely surprised. Okay? Immensely surprised. But yes, if there is somehow you are not subscribed to Nerdrotic, subscribe to Nerdrotic. If there is somehow you are not subscribed to Doomcock, subscribe to Doomcock. If you're somehow you're not subscribed to Anti-Tracker, then congratulations. No. Subscribe to Anti-Tracker. These are, everybody. Everybody should be subscribed to all of them if you're subscribed to me. And Mom will pray.
Oh, no, that wasn't what I was going to say.
Oh, what?
I'm not subscribed.
Oh, well, Mom will pray is the one person perhaps not subscribed to all of those people.
Oh, Anti-Tracker.
Yeah, she's subscribed to Anti-Tracker.
I hear them from you.
Yeah, Mama Prey listens to Nerdrotic and Doomcock from me because she overhears it when I'm listening, and she laughs at a lot of things. Who is Nerdrotic? Yes, Epic, right. I believe that for sure. See, that there's a troll. There's trolling. It's okay. It's pretty good, but I don't think you can keep it up. Okay, so Mamma Mia, Jesus Christ. I'll be honest, I've done a lot of songs, a lot of embarrassing songs even. This one, and Lore Reloaded. Well, I'll be honest, Wesley. I know there are people here that are not subscribed to Lore Reloaded. But yes, everybody should definitely check out Lore Reloaded if you haven't. For sure. Lore Reloaded is how I found Anti-Tracker. So it will always be on my list. And whenever I can, I get to Lore's live streams. I watch every one of Lore's videos. Unless it's on something not Star Trek, Star Wars, or Stargate related. Then I usually skip them. But if it's any of those, I watch it. Which is like 95% of them. But I do know there are a few people that purposely are not subscribed to Lore because they just have differences. Now, Lore is a much bigger channel than Anti-Tracker or me. I think he's even bigger than Doomcock by the numbers. But I know that he's got a slightly different audience, which is fine. But you guys should definitely check him out. Wesley says, Lord told me to sub to Anti-Trekker. Anti-Trekker told me to sub to you. And now the tradition continues. Kronos says, Qapla, bird and nerves. What did I miss? Well, Kronos, you're just in time for a song. Yosef says, bird of prey, you could have opted out, but now we want to suffer. Yeah, yeah, we're going to suffer. What is the Matrix? Says, so folks, you force bird of prey to sing show tunes. I would love if they I wouldn't love it, but I would take most show tunes. And you could say Mamma Mia is a show tune, but no. Like actual show tunes, I would much prefer. But here we go. Yeah, you're into BDSM. Okay. I'd never heard this song. I'll be honest. I had never heard Mamma Mia in full. I'm not sure I ever heard it at all, to be completely honest. I listened to it many times, and I was like, why? Why would she do this? Why would she sing about this? I couldn't answer it. It hurts. It hurts. But so for Joseph Patrick's request, this is an original Bird of Prey 5 parody, for legal reasons, of Mamma Mia, ABBA. Sing it. Wesley says sing it. Yes. And just for the new people, no, I don't pretend I'm a good singer, okay? Believe me, I know I'm not. I like to sing in the shower when I could stand. I like to sing in my car when I could drive. Most of the time, nobody else was there to listen. So while I enjoy singing, usually, I make no, false pretense that I'm particularly good at it. I'm kind of surprised anybody even does this, but here we go. What is the Matrix? Is okay, if you really support Bird of Prey, you must sing with him. Here we go. It would help if I hit play. Mamma Mia. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now. Will I ever learn? I don't know how, but suddenly I lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa! Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist you? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I've missed you. Yes, I've been broken-hearted, but since the day we parted, why did I ever let you go? 'Cause he was a cheating son of a bitch! Mamma Mia, now I really know, my, I could never let you go because you're weak. You're so weak. Why are you making this song, you weak? I've been angry and so sad about those things that you do. Yeah, other women are those things that you do. I can't count all the times that I've told you we're through mixed messages. And when you go and when you slam the door, I think you know that you won't be away too long. I think you know I'm going to take you back because I'm dirt. You know that I'm not that strong. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist you? Try. Mamma Mia, does it show again every time? My, just how much I missed you. Yes, I've been broken-hearted. Blue since the day we parted yesterday. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma mia, even if I say bye-bye, leave me now or never. Mamma mia, it's a game we play. No, it's not a game. He's cheating on you. Bye-bye doesn't mean forever. It should. Mamma mia, here we go again. My, how can I resist you? God damn it, woman, try. Mamma mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed you. Yes, I've been broken-hearted. Blue, since the day we parted. Why? You got soot in your eyes. Mamma mia, now I really know. My, I could never let you go. Never. Stab you in the back. If I can't have you, no one will. Oh, is the song over? There's still like 5 minutes of music after the last lyrics. So we have a song here about a very weak-willed. And you could say, oh, she's in love. Bullshit, okay? Yeah, you could be in love. It happens. I mean, don't get me wrong. Being in love. But if the guy's obviously treating her like dirt and cheating on her God knows how many times, at least according to the song, okay? I'm assuming that she's right? And that's a big assumption, I'm aware. But let's assume for a moment that she's actually correct. That he has been cheating on her left and right all the time. Don't make a song about the guy. I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the term is for a woman, but I know what the term would be for a guy, and it's not polite. Yeah. So, what's the Matrix? That song only had a chorus. It doesn't matter. I sing chorus too, usually. Whatever it tells me to sing in karaoke. Epic Beard unsubbed while singing, resubbed when Karoga crashes into another ship. Kronos is Mamma Mia, let McBiggie go. Epic Beard Wesley gives Epic Beard a thumbs up. What is the Matrix? Is okay, Bird of Prey, respect. That took some cojones. It's not cojones. It's total lack of I don't know, what's that word? Caring? Oh, total lacks of, pardon my French, but total lack of fucks. That's what it is. Commander Idewolf is lolling. What is the Matrix? Are these lyrics in song commentary? Yes. Yes, they are mostly they're lyrics and commentary. Epic Beard says lyrics are wrong. These are not the words to Bohemian Rhapsody. Unsubbed. Wesley Crusher says someone auto-tune this. Kronos says, by the way, hey there, Mamo Bray and Sassio Prey. And Kronos says, bravo. What is the Matrix? Is clapping and laughing. Thank you. Yosef says, what is the Matrix? His commentary makes the song acceptable. Hector says, I missed it. Oh, Hector. What is the Matrix? Says, isn't there a rap part to that? Not that I'm aware. Wesley says, did Bird say blue until the day we farted? No. John DeMarco says, hell hath no fury like a bird scorned. Kronos says, Hector, you missed nothing. Hector says, is he ranting about 40-plus-year-old lyrics? I was. Shamelessness. Yes, shamelessness. That's it. Well, either way. Hector says, auto-tune would explode in contact. Showmore says, bravo, Bird of Prey 5. Wesley says, paying Bird to sing songs is the best choice I've ever. Better than an Asian Muslim wife from the USSR. I don't know if Alexander would agree. Kronos says, what is the Mamo Prey tale yet? No, we haven't done one yet. Do you have one? She's got to remember it. What is the Matrix? Is this good to discard those? Discard those fucks. Yes. Yes. Okay. Mama Pray is thinking. Let's see. She had one. See, I want one that I come out looking good in. Because there's certainly plenty, but I don't. Not all of them. I mean, the redecorating the bathroom with those fluffy stickers. But still, I should have known better. I should have known better at 2.
Oh, I have one.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they don't mind. I don't come out looking good. I'll put the camera. I'm taking the camera off to my avatar so that Mama Pray can get close to the microphone without worrying about being on camera.
This is a short.
Your camera's off.
Oh, good. Good evening, all, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. This is a very short story. Joe had to be, Bird had to be 3 or 4 years old because we moved when he was 4. And this took place in the apartment we had. And he liked to eat cereal. And, let's see. I'm trying to think of it. So we had a living room set that was less than 5 years old. And it was kind of an expensive one. But he used to sit in the living room and have cereal. And you know, he always finished his cereal. There was never a drop left. And I thought that was great. Until the furniture started getting a foul odor. But I still did not put it together with the fact that he always finished the cereal.
The milk. I always say, I finished the milk. I said, look, Ma, I finished all the milk.
Yes. Well, you can fill in the blanks. When we moved, the furniture was not coming with us. Especially this one chair, but, you know, it had to go. It wasn't until years later that he told me. He used to finish the cereal and dump the milk under the cushion of the chair. I really liked that living room set.
I remember that. I remember I told you that. I think we were in Arizona when I told you that.
You must have been 8 or 9 years old when you told me.
It was years later I told you. I mean, I was surprised you didn't know, but I'll be honest, I don't ever remember it smelling.
Yeah, we did not take that furniture to the house.
Right. Well, it was only the chair that I put it in, not the couch.
Yeah, well, we didn't take any of it, but I really liked that set. It was an early American, I don't know. But we didn't take it.
Yeah, so just so you guys would understand, like say I was having Alphabets or Cheerios or Fruit Loops or something. Mom will probably be in the kitchen or somewhere else in the apartment, and I would be in the living room probably eating in front of the television. And blah, 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 blah. I'd eat it up, and I'd finish all of the cereal, like every single, Fruit Loop. Yeah, every single loop I would get. And then there'd be like half of a cup of milk. And like, in those days you used to tell kids, oh, finish your milk. It'd make you big and strong and whatever. Like I needed any help. This was whole fat milk too. This wasn't This wasn't skim milk, not in our house. So I'd have some milk, but then it'd be like half the bowl left of milk, and I didn't want to walk it all the way back to the kitchen and possibly spill it.
Almost 5 feet.
5 feet away. Oh, listen, when you're 4 years old or whatever, 5 feet's a big distance. So I don't know whatever made me think of it, but there was this big chair. I mean, as a kid, this chair looked humongous, and I picked up the cushion, and I just poured the milk into the chair, and it absorbed. And I'm like, oh, the milk is gone. And now I walked into the kitchen, and not only did I walk into the kitchen and give it to Mom, I told her, oh, look, Mom, I finished all the milk. And she was so happy that I then, from then on out, felt like I always had to finish the milk. I guess I should have just told her, Ma, give me like half the milk you normally give. Because, I mean, I feel like I did that every day for a year or something. I mean, every day I had cereal. I felt so bad about it now, but when there was a change, okay? My entire personality changed. There was young me, and granted, we were both of us were very smart, and Mom O'Prey told you about me fixing the bathroom sink. That was probably just a year later from whenever this happened. Yeah, I mean this was not that far difference. This was right when we moved to the new house. Let me put the camera back on. Yeah, so sometime, and I don't know the exact age, but sometime between being a child and a young teenager, I completely changed from being a terror to being, I would say, downright pleasant. Yeah, I don't know the full details. I don't know why it happened. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of as a little kid. But, Jesus, I was a little kid. I don't know. And there are some things I would do again. Like bite that bastard who skipped me in the swings and caused me to get thrown out of kindergarten. Pre-K. Son of a bitch. He deserved it. Okay, you should not. I see, even me as a terror wouldn't have dreamed of skipping a line. Right? That's an asshole thing to do. And assholes get bit. That sounds bad now that I say it, but damn it, that's fine. That was the philosophy at the time. If only you could have used those fluffy stickers to absorb the milk, says Cronus. Commander Iwip's bird of prey. If you ask Anti-Tracker, you're still a terror. Well, that's different. Pleasant. Tell that to Kurogan dissidents, says Hector. What's left of what's when they're alive, I mean, yes. A-holes get bit. Wow, says Cinnabon. Yeah, I knew as I said it. I was like, damn it. Didn't mean to phrase it that way. Okay, so where are we? Good evening, Mama Pray, says Life with Matthew. What'd you say, Mom? Mama Pray had to leave because she's cooking, so she couldn't stick around for follow-up questions, but that's fine. What is the... I can yell at you, that's true. What is the Matrix's greetings to you, Mom? Respect to Mama O'Prey. Kronos says, little Joe, yes. Wesley the Bird of Prey, what happened to Mama O'Prey's hood? Oh, guys. So for those who don't know the story, Mama O'Prey doesn't like coming on camera. So I don't know, a couple months ago, she thought she had a great idea. Now, we have a lot of because, I'm in a hospital bed. I've been in a hospital bed for 10 years now. And we had, for the first 9.5 years, we always had white. white pillowcases, white sheets, because they were the cheapest, they were the easiest to buy, and Mama Pray could use bleach on them to keep them nice and clean and free of any. It was the bleach. No, she keeps saying it wasn't that they were cheap. It was that they could be bleached. And also that they were less expensive than the colorful prints. But whatever. Whatever the reason, we had white. It was only very recently, since I started going on, did we decide to get some different color sheets behind me. So Mama Pray had all this extra white fabric. And so she used an extra white pillowcase, and she cut it, and she sewed it, and she cut some eye holes into it, and she was going to wear it as her mask to go on YouTube when she wants to, if she was going to come on camera and say a Mama Pray tale, she'd be wearing this white mask with eye holes cut out. It wasn't until she showed it to me.
No, I looked.
Oh, she looked at it. She looked at it first, then she showed it to me. Did she realize what she made was not a mask so much as a Klan hood? And she did. She showed it off. We showed it. I had to show it off. I didn't put it on, but I had to show it off because it was completely innocent. I promise you, it was a completely innocent decision making going into making this, but the results were not good. She did throw it out. Mark Andy says Mama Pray is in witness protection. Well, maybe. And John DeMarco says, so Sassy wasn't a defiler of cushions. No, not at that time. Sassy didn't exist. Joseph says, I rather think Mama Pray is somebody with Stockholm Syndrome. What is the Matrix is ya little bastard. What is the Matrix loves the story. Kronos says, wow, so wow.
Is Kronos drunk today?
Yeah, Kronos, are you drunk today? I don't think he's drunk.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Mama Pray was worried yesterday too. She heard those numbers. She's like, Kronos is drunk. I was like, yeah, he's drunk.
Oh, no, before the numbers.
Yeah, even before the numbers. Yeah, that's true. Even the stuff you were saying. Kronos is Bird of Prey. If you can only... Yeah, I read that one. Where are we? Epic Beard Mama Pray is making cookies. What kind? No, not cookies. No. Dinner. Pork. Some type of pork. Kronos is extra credits to the other peep that really made Mom laugh. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. When I was a kid, I always left a chip in the dip and kept using it like a spoon. And then my mother had to get me my own dip. Okay. Yeah, that would... Nah, you don't want to share. Nobody would want to share that dip with you. Actors with Mama Pray better install a security camera overlooking Bird's breakfast. Only a suggestion. What is the Matrix as Mama Pray can get an avatar? She could. Life with Matthew loves the hood story. What is the Matrix as Lowell the mask idea is hysterical. It was hysterical. In fact, it's there. I don't remember which stream it was, but they're all up.
I felt so bad.
She felt so bad.
When I realized.
Derek is only here for the lynching. Welcome, Derek. Kronos says, oh sure, winks, gotcha. Miss Londell's Groovy Movie says, Bird of Prey, a Klan hood is a mask. Yes, yeah, okay. I'll give you that. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I live in California. I don't know what a clean hood is. Can you show me? No. Commander Irewolf says, Bird of Prey, I feel sorry for the kid today who wants to go out on Halloween as a ghost. Yeah, well, that was South Park did that. Cartman wanted to be a scary ghost. And he was, yeah. Kronos says, I have no regrets. That's great to hear, Kronos. Great to hear. No regrets is the way to do it. Well, I guess, Oh, shit. I have physical therapy. I forgot. I guess I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. I have physical therapy coming up. That's why I feel like I have so much time. It's Tuesday, not Monday. I usually do BedLife on Monday. And I usually do Cities Skylines today. Oh, damn it, Thomas. You've screwed up my calendar system. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. But thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you to Rambling Canuck. Remember to check out Rambling Canuck's channel. Hit Mama Pray saying hit the like button. You gotta hit it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Check out Life with Matthew. I'm going to check out What is the Matrix's channel now. You guys should check it out too. And all the new people. Well, all the new people. There's a couple. Hello, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please share with anybody else you know that you might think might like it. It would really help the channel. Because I'm still fighting. We're fighting for every sub we can. Joseph Petrix' Bird of Prey, great stream. Hector was frozen today. Hector, that's weird. Kronos' Qapla, Bird Nerds, Mamo Prey, and Sassio Prey. What is the Matrix's good stream, Bird of Prey, chat, Joseph Petrick, thank you, What is the Matrix. Sharon says, thanks, Bird of Prey, really enjoyed the live stream, as always, entertaining, thank you so much. And yes, goodbye to Mama Prey. The Far Side is coming back. Really, that's going to be interesting. Farewell from Columbus, Ohio. And yes, my fans are going to be officially called the Flock. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, everybody likes the Far Side. Qapla all. Take care. Good night. And I forgot to turn the sound on. There it goes. /BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.